What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It's Sanchez 405. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out because you know what we do here. We talk about the Washington Commanders all the time. And we can finally say, ding dong, the witch is dead. The 3-game losing streak, gone. The streak of giving up 30 points or more is gone. That was 4 games right there. Gone. And the streak of not forcing turnovers, gone, as our boys finally make a way. They knocked on the door and they were way makers here, defeating the Atlanta Dirty Birds down there in hot Atlanta, 24-16. And Washington extends a streak that was not in our favor a few years ago, but we have won 3 consecutive games against the Atlanta Falcons. And people will sit here and try to tell you that, oh, are you satisfied with an ugly win? And I look at them like this. Heck yeah, I'm satisfied with an ugly win. I mean, I'm still hungry. Don't look at me. I'm a big boy. I'm always going to be hungry. And I'm always going to wish we could ramrod people. But you take a win where you can get it in this league. A team that hadn't lost at home this year, who Desmond Ridder had been efficient, and they made him feel uncomfortable. He missed some throws, and then you took advantage of it as well. And it starts, as Ron said, in the locker room. It was a family win because all 3 phases had big impact plays in it, and they really picked special teams and defense, and then the offense helped clean up the crumbs. Because you know what? Sometimes it's okay if stuff is ugly. Because every once in a while, you can find beauty in with a stink eye and a bow leg and pigeon toes. You can find that sometimes. And we found our bow-legged, pigeon-toed love in a W here in hot Atlanta. It doesn't matter. But the defense, I thought they played well. 5 of 15 on third downs. 3 interceptions to the register. 1 by Kendall Fuller. Good for him. He had a nice tackle, too, a couple of times. And I think he almost had another interception as well. How about our boy? Our guy, Canadian whiskey himself. Yes, that's right. Crown Royal. God save the queen. And God bless Benjamin St. Juste. He gets his first career interception. And then how about our boy? Another guy from the 2021 draft. Number 1 pick for us back then. Jamin Davis lined up on Bijan Robinson. Everybody, hey, if you go and look at Deuce from Red Zone Inside the Left, if you go on his Twitter, he was like, get Jamin off him. Get Jamin off of him. But what did Jamin do? He sealed the deal. He got the interception. So kudos to him. How about Jamison Crowder having flashes of 2016? And that gorilla just got on his back towards the end, and the gas tank ran out. But he had a 62-yard punt return, knife through the middle of that punt team, and got it all the way down there inside the 10 for the Burgundy, to the 10 for the Burgundy and Gold. And then a few plays later, Washington connects and gets a touchdown there. So, I mean, that's where we started on what I liked. And individually, you got to give up a game ball to Sam Howell. I know that he had sacks and everything, but at the end of the day, they came out here. And this team also, before you give them that, the team came inspired to, I believe the doctor had lost his father too, but Charles Leno and Jen Leno announced early Sunday morning that they had lost the baby that his wife was pregnant with, and Charles didn't play. Cornelius Lucas, who I thought played well in his spot, but that's not important. So thoughts, prayers, love going out to the Leno family, and I think this team played inspired for them too. But like we said, Sam Howell, 14 of 23, 151, 3 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times, I get that, but he didn't turn the ball over. He did not turn the ball over, and that's what you have to do. Now, I know he held on to the ball a lot of the times during those sacks, but sometimes that's a product of what you make. I kind of likened it to Patrick Ramsey in 2003 when he started hearing footsteps in the background. Everything, that clock got faster. That panic got faster. Sam's clock got pushed up a little bit, but he didn't make any turnovers there. Brian Robinson, 3.1 yards per carry, but he also had a big touchdown catch and run. What a play. The play is breaking down, and Sam stuck with it. Might have been able to get Cosme for an eligible man downfield, but no harm, no foul there. And then Brian Robinson, like a grown man, full head of steam, takes all the way to the house for us. And it got us pumped there. Chris Rodriguez had 4 receptions as well. And also what I like, 4 carries for 23 yards. And Terry McLaurin, we talk about this all the time. You get him involved in the ball game, good things are going to happen. 11 targets, 6 receptions, 81 yards. This is what you need right here. Kurt Coe, again, having a nice game. So I had a touchdown reception, 4 targets, 42 yards on 4 receptions there. You need that production out of these cats. Didn't see that much out of Logan Thomas or Antonio Gibson. And Jahan Dotson, I don't know where his hands have went. Sam hit him, had a one-handed grab. He could have had an opportunity for a one-handed grab. Hands went to brick, man, on the offensive side of the ball. But I thought they did good for the most part. The only thing I have, and, we'll talk about what I didn't like here in a minute. On defense, I named our guys with the interceptions who I thought, and you got to let's give some love to Casey. 2. Hell, he had 2 sacks, did the guy, as he had 2 key sacks of Desmond Ridder. And we said Kendall Fuller leading away with tackles. Cam Curl also came up big as well. Had some key stops, had some pass deflections, and knocking out Drake London a couple of times on that last drive as well, where he didn't get the ball, and he was a heat-seeking missile. We talked about Jamin Davis as well. Deron Payne, he did have that thumb injury, or I think his ring finger popped out. That's why he was hurt, but he came back in the game. So thank goodness there. I think we've got to hear more about Montez Sweat, but on defense, I thought they played really well. Bend, don't break. I know Ridder threw for over 300 yards, but Bijan Robinson, only 37 yards on the ground, 13 carries. Tyler Algier, 13 carries, 51 yards. But it was like they were like what we do with the pass, but they were doing it with the run. They were like, we're going to run this ball. We're going to run the ball, even if it might be at our detriment. And they even sped the game up a little bit for us. I like that. And let's get to some of the stuff I didn't like. And I tell you this, it started with Drake London, right? 12 targets, 9 receptions for 125 yards. And once again, and then Kyle Pitts as well. He was unaccounted for and had his touchdown reception as well in the game. 2 guys who really hadn't done anything up to this point in the season, having one of their better games. And, the old logic goes, well, this always happens to the Bergen Hill. This always happens to the Bergen Goal. It does happen to the Bergen Goal a lot than people like me would like to admit. But you know what? Our boys held on. So you got to give them credit there. They may have given up. They may have hemorrhaged a little bit, but they were able to hang on there. And, I mean, you look at it outside of that, Desmond Ridder, he 2 touchdowns but 3 interceptions, and they had to throw the ball almost 50 times to win this game. Didn't like the fact that they dominated in the time of possession because of the run game. They dominated us 36 minutes 23 seconds to 23 minutes and 37 seconds. They picked up more first downs than we did, more of them by nearly doubled, actually doubled on the passing, 18-9 there. So we had that. And what I didn't like also for us on offense, we were only 2 of 10 on 3rd down. Got to improve that, but we were perfect on 4th down. And also the defense did good, 1 of 3 on 4th down for the Falcons. So good there. Tress Way, he looked a little hezzy a little bit. I don't know if he's not healthy or not, but he was a little bit hezzy on some of his punts. But yeah, I mean, y'all, this was an ugly win. Nobody's going to disagree with you on that. But the team hung in there. They kept on swinging against a team who was undefeated at home, and they come out with the victory. And now it's we got to go to family business. We got to go to the Meadowlands and take care of a team who's playing, at the point of this video, playing the Buffalo Bills very closely in the New York Giants, even though they're down, even though they don't have Daniel Jones. So what do we have? What and who are y'all giving your game balls to? We giving game balls out to that. I'm giving game ball out to Benjamin St. Juste, Casey Toohill, Jamin Davis, and Cam Curl. Also, I'm giving out a lot of game balls today. Kendall Fuller, I'm giving him out. On the offensive side of the ball, I think you got to give one to Sam. Brian Robinson, because he proved that he was the better B-Rob today. And then also, I'm going to give one. Hell, and shout out to Cody Barton. I thought he played his best game also. I'm not giving him a game ball, but shout out to him. I'll give him a shout out on there because he played his best game, which really doesn't really amount to much in the grand scheme of things because he's been so terrible. But we giving blessings. We showing grace, as my mother would say. Kurt Coe, Terry McLaurin, they get game balls on the offensive side of the ball as well. And, I think that Cornelius Lucas as well. I thought he played a little bit better. He played better in relief. So maybe Andrew Wiley, who we didn't hear his name called either. So that was good, even though they gave up the 5 sacks. But who y'all giving game balls to? Who are you celebrating with in this bow-legged, pigeon-toed, buck-tooth, lazy eye victory as we get to move on 3-3, 500 to the ledger, and hey, on to New York right now. And I'll see y'all for the Monday after. I appreciate y'all who came through the stream. We'll have some clips up, some shorts this week because I got a lot. According to Polly, I lost my mind in there. Yeah, and another thing, before we even get to that, another thing I didn't like, EB, I tell you this all the time, brother. The run, towards the end of the game, run the ball. Don't set up the pass. Sam has shown that he's not ready to handle that. He's not Joe Montana, as one of my buddies texted me earlier. So why do you treat him like that? Run the ball. Run the ball. Don't run these little dinky run now. I know some of them got stonewall, but it just seems like it's like bad syntax almost, like when you're writing a sentence. Like we're missing the adjective in the verb up in the sentence. That's exactly what that is. But anyway, y'all, with that sidebar, I will finally let you go. I love you guys. We beat the Falcons. We move on to New York as we get ready to hopefully get above 500 once again this season. And hey, I love you. Thank you for helping the channel grow. Like I said, we'll have some shorts out this week, but tell me what you think in the comments. And as always, we keep that same damn energy because we love ugly victories, so we outlast the bastards together. Until next time, I'm Sanchez 405. Love, peace, and hell. I'm out.